Alright guys, we got a lot of supports to see. We got a lot of them to get over, so let's just start with Felix and Bernadetta.
Those thugs are pursuing her. What did the weakling expect running ahead? I can't leave her alone for 1 second.
I'm also gonna be doing stuff in the background, so don't mind me.
Nowhere to run now, though.
Whoops, I dropped my controller.
What? My sword!
Ah, the technique. No, I can't stand by and watch.
You shouldn't, Felix. Go help her.
You're not hurt, are you?
Felix, is that really you?
It's gonna be a little loud, so I apologize.
So much. I was sure I was finished. You saved my life. I can never repay. Huh?
Shut your mouth and calm down. I should be thanking you.
What?
When you were surrounded, I got to see you use your technique again. I get it now. For just a moment, you flail your limbs like a wild creature. If I could learn to do that, I'd be unstoppable.
You sure about that, Felix?
In that case, I'm happy to help.
I would be even more impressed if you hadn't been screaming the whole time.
Hey, come on. I was running for my life. Don't make fun of me for... Huh? No way.
Why are you staring at me?
You should pass out standing up.
Not like a sarcastic smirk either. A big goofy grin from ear to ear. You're just a big old nut, aren't you, Felix? Once you get through the shell, there's all sorts of good stuff inside.
You don't know me.
I mean, she does a bit.
There's that shell again.
Okay, that's it. Quit making fun of me.
You're a turtle.
I didn't mean anything by it. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. It's not her fault you're a turtle, Felix. You just go like, "Rrr, I'm a turtle."
What are all these books doing on the floor? Hey, Cyril, what's going on here?
I'm tidying up the library, sweeping the floors, dusting the shelves, restacking the books.
I got nuts, by the way,
Is
if
there
you were
a
gonna
spot
ask.
for library cleaning duty? Why are you doing all of this by yourself?
Oh, I'm helping out the kid whose job it is. He says I'm making him look bad, but I'm just happy to help. Besides, some of these books are valuable. Gotta handle them carefully. Not a lot of people get that.
But there are so many. You really think you'll get all this done today?
Hopefully.
There's more stuff to do tomorrow, so the library has gotta get done today.
And I guess you're planning to do all that by yourself, too.
Yep.
Come on, it'll be dusk soon. Let me help.
Nah, it's my job and I'm gonna do it.
Sure about that,
So
Cyril?
only one person can shelve all these books before nightfall, Cyril.
Like I said, these books need to be handled real careful. Shouldn't you be doing your own thing anyway? This is my job, and I'm gonna do it because I know Lady Rhea expects it done a certain way.
I can't just.
You're
stand
supposed to
here
get this a
and
lot
watch.
sooner.
Don't get in your way, all right? I'll handle this shelf, and you take the next one.
Listen, I said I don't need your help.
I promise I'll be careful, okay? Let's just get to it.
Fine. You do over there, I'll do all of this.
Got it.
At least you could work together slightly, finally. Okay, next up is Mercedes with Cyril and Constance. Great. And he's dozing off again.
Did Cyril fall asleep here again? There's nothing to cover him with. He'll catch cold if he's here too long. Oh well, I guess I have no other options. I'll have to take care of this myself.
Way to go, Mercedes.
What? What's happening?
You're getting attacked.
Keeping you warm so you don't catch cold. I'm sorry. Did I make you uncomfortable?
I was just surprised. Thanks, Mercy.
Oh, I'm happy to hear you call me that. You know, I seem to find you in here pretty often. Do you have a favorite book?
Nah.
Can you
but
read?
It's always real quiet here, so it's where I like to sleep.
I see.
You always seem so wrapped up in your work. That is, whenever you're not sleeping in the library. Do you have many friends here?
No, not really.
But don't you
Who
know
needs
so?
friends?
Having friends is much more fun than spending all of your time alone.
Nah, I don't want people treating me like an outsider. I'm better off alone.
An outsider? You? Who would possibly say?
Oh, so you don't think anyone thinks that? Should I tell you what happened to me before I came here?
Oh no, you really don't have to. I didn't mean to bring up such difficult memories. But you know, everyone here sees you as a friend.
You do keep everyone alive for the most part.
I see you as a good friend.
You're a good errand boy too.
I'm sorry. I sure like everyone here too, but it feels like you're, I don't know. It sounds weird maybe, but I think you're something different than a friend.
Different? In what way? Do you not like me?
No, it's not that.
I mean, he
can't-
said he
You
did.
know how sometimes you can't explain things? This is that. If I had a sister, I think that might be how it feels being around you.
Really?
Well, time to get a sister.
That's just as well. You remind me of my little brother.
Oh, you got a brother?
I do, but I haven't seen him in so long. It's almost like he's not really my brother anymore. But you can count on me if you need anything at all. I'll do my best to help you out.
I can count on you for anything? Wow.
I mean, you can also count on Ash. Ash was helping you earlier. Stubborn kid. Constance is next.
What's the use? Even with all I've learned, I still don't understand.
Hello, Constance. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. I was just in need of a sympathetic ear. I found a magical scroll, which, unless I am mistaken, should relieve me of my woes.
Oh, wonderful.
Not so fast.
You gotta cock it back to
The
you.
magic within this scroll is a type I have neglected to study. It pains me to admit this, but it may take decades of going back to the basics to grasp it.
Decades? That's a long time to spend with your nose buried in an old piece of parchment.
Why must the goddess dangle a solution before me, only to cruelly pull it away?
There's no need to despair. To tell the truth, I like you just as you are.
You do?
Aw, acceptance.
Why? Those low moods of mine have never
Acceptance
done
that takes
anyone
bravery.
instead of good.
You're like a little sister to me. Nothing you do will change that. Not even a little bit.
Really?
Of course.
I thought it was just Mercy to
always
begin with.
Constance, and I like you just as you are.
I see. Perhaps my moods are not the great burden I thought they were.
Oh god, you guys can totally hear that.
I
Me
didn't
snapping my
want to
nuts.
pressure you. No matter what decision
I got
you
pistachio.
make, I support you.
Pistachio. I cannot pronounce that for some
I
reason.
assure you. It's more that I feel embarrassed.
There's like
to
no
admit
commentary besides I am having
I
basically
put
potato
so
chips.
much effort into finding a magical means to alleviate myself that it never occurred to me that maybe all I needed was to accept myself.
What will you do with the scroll you found?
Oh, I'll continue to research it for research's sake, if nothing else.
So you're
I may have
basically gonna do
to
it for
admit,
pointless, fruitless
it's not
effort.
as if these moods of mine have ever hampered my efforts to restore my house. And I am as a sister to you, no matter which face I present, yes? Nothing, no mood, no foe, no obligation, will keep me from honoring my sisterly duty to protect you.
That's good, because you're never on the battlefield.
We can protect each other.
Good, it is settled. Now we can begin the hard work of reclaiming our titles.
Absolutely.
And you're still not giving that up.
We'll become sister sages and restore our houses to their former glory.
And or
You
higher.
understand the plan perfectly. If we walk this path together, it can only end in triumph.
I think you're full of it. Annette, you have your dad to talk to.
Praying, Father?
Yes, praying is all I can do. For I am at fault for
That's not true.
death on the cursed plain of Duska.
You keep saying it's your fault, Father, but you're wrong. His Highness doesn't blame you. Neither does King Lambert, I'm sure of it. But I guess that's not the issue for you, is it?
It was my duty to protect the royal family. I should have given my life to protect the king, even if His Highness has forgiven me. My knightly vows are still broken. My knighthood is lost.
Then make a
That's
new
obvious
one.
from looking at you, Father. I think Mother understood it as well. But before fleeing the country, I wish you had thought about your family. If only for a moment. Even if the whole world had condemned you. We would always have been your allies.
I mean, to be fair, family is very important.
No, I told you before. I don't particularly want you to apologize.
Annette,
Yes, Father?
take this.
The stack of papers.
Bundle of letters. There are so many.
Look inside and you will understand. Should the contents make you sad, please burn them.
Father! For the love of... He's done it again. But what have we here?
Birthday cards.
Just as I thought.
Best of witches.
Letters for me and Mother. So many. But why? And how?
Why? Because he missed you, how, or when, or whatever. Because, you know, he still cares for all of you. Yep, we got one of Ignatz.
Hey, Marianne, are you there?
Yes. Can I help you?
Do you have a minute?
Huh? Oh,
I want to tell horse babies.
Then, if you don't mind, would you come with a moment?
so, did you need something from me?
Yes, indeed. I have an urgent request.
Have I done something?
Nope.
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. Really, you don't have to worry. Would you close your eyes, please?
Then how will I know where I'm going?
Hold his hand.
Just take my hand. That's it.
Bravery takes only one small
Right
step.
there. Perfect. Now open your eyes.
The
As I'm being
town's
super
glowing
disrespectful
with
and eating
sunset.
stuff.
Yes.
Oh,
Isn't
also,
it beautiful?
there you go. It's Jarek Mock. At
Very nice.
sunset? I want to say sunset.
I was looking at it earlier and I thought to myself, I have to show Marianne.
But why me?
Because you're always looking at your shoes. You never get a chance to appreciate the scenery.
Oh,
Gotta take the time to smell the roses.
See, the best thing about the scenery is, it's always changing. With the weather, the time of day, the season. So every view is unique. Never to be repeated. If no one sees it, it's lost.
you could have just enjoyed it on your own.
I wanted to share this beautiful landscape with you.
Thank you.
Oh, he cares.
I'm not sure what to say.
Hey, that's okay. I won't try to express this beauty in words either. Just look and remember.
As long as you don't have a faulty memory like some people.
And maybe remember that I was here too.
I will. I really will.
I snapped the nut. Okay, and now Ignatz and Manuel. Really? Okay.
Flame! Excuse me, quick question. Can I paint you?
Oh, hello.
That's
Ignatz.
random.
What an unexpected surprise.
I'd like to paint your portrait, Flame. For some reason, whenever I try to visualize Saint Sethlene, I think of you.
No wonder I've repeatedly felt someone's eyes boring holes into the back of my head lately. You're quite
Really?
lucky my brother hasn't noticed. It would be wise to back away from me before he does. Although... I shall agree to your request, on the understanding that you paint me to be more illustrious than Saint Sethlene.
Illustrious.
More illustrious than the statue? Surely you mean as illustrious.
Am I not the more illustrious? The more breathtaking?
How true you are.
To be fair, we know the answer, so.
Though I'm not sure about
Yeah,
the
you got the actual
answer to
image,
that
buddy.
question. I'd expect you, as an admirer of Saint Sethlane, to speak more admiringly.
An admirer, You say such funny things.
Time to dribble out
Now
nonsense.
then, would you like me to pose? Oh, I have many ideas up my sleeve.
A pose? No need. You can just sit down.
Are you certain about
And
that?
time to enjoy popcorn while I do this because that's pretty much what I'm doing.
How long will
I
it
gotta be the typical audience today.
A few days, I imagine.
For this part.
But that's okay. You can just come by whenever you have time. Oh, and if you don't mind, could you tell me some more stories about her? The stories you tell about Saint Sethlane are so much more vivid than the other legends I've heard. She seems so impressive, so fierce. I can't help but admire her too.
Actually,
Only if you
I
knew.
changed my mind. No longer do you need to paint me as illustrious. Instead, paint me as fierce.
Sure, I guess. I think cute might suit you a little better, though.
Did you not just say that Saint Sethlane had an impressive and fierce way about her? Well, if that is the case, then I too would like to look fierce. You're welcome to paint me repeatedly until you get the expressiveness just right. Rather, you must paint me repeatedly until I am satisfied with the outcome.
Well, you got the subject.
I'm not sure I can
Time to do
ever
it.
produce a painting that completely satisfies you, but I'll try. I said I would, and I will not go back on my word. Even if this painting takes me months, that wouldn't be a problem, would it?
Not at all. We're friends, aren't we? I am happy to help with a friend's request, even if it takes centuries to complete.
Centuries.
Thank you for that. Though I hope it doesn't take quite that long.
I have Flane and Manuela.
Hello, Manuela. I was just wondering, what was it like back when you were involved with that
Oh,
opera troupe?
frick.
Your life must have been quite different from
Get
how it is
in the
here.
can, please.
My, how bold to ask an adult about their private life. I'll humor you, though. A diva's life is only glamorous while she's on stage. The rest of her time is consumed by grueling
Or
training.
drinking like you did,
Just
apparently.
Days and days of practicing, beginning at sunrise, with barely a moment to rest from one performance to the next. Then, once the performances begin, you're on stage for 3 shows a day. Absolutely exhausting. Is that anything like you imagined?
It sounds like a world all its own. Thank you. I find the topic fascinating. What sort of roles did you tend to be cast in? As the lead performer, did you play the part of a princess much? Oh, I can only imagine how illustrious that would be.
Yes, I was a princess once or twice. And it was quite something, let me tell you. All those royal jewels and flowing gowns. And they didn't just give me the pretty clothes to wear because I was beautiful, you know. I had to fight and claw my way into every role. But once I was there on stage, singing my solo, and all eyes were on me, it was worth it. I was rewarded for every one of my countless hours of practice. And the cheers when I finished a song, the applause. Oh, I can't properly explain it.
Sounds like you're missing a whole lot.
It's an experience I will cherish until the day I die.
Wondrous. It all sounds so very glamorous. Despite how rigorous a schedule you kept, it sounds like the hard work was worth those fleeting
I didn't know I
moments
decided
on
to eat
stage.
nuts while I'm recording. That's just a random thing came out of my mind. I did it.
It is hard not to feel a twinge of envy, hearing such stories from you.
There's a lot to be said for the quiet life. It was never for me, of course. Still, I hear it's a pretty good deal for a lot of other folks. The thing is, Flame, well, you always have to remind yourself that if a place shines brighter than anywhere else, its shadows will be darker too.
True.
What do you mean?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Nothing. It's a thing I hope you never come to understand. You know what? The next time you visit, I'll tell you all about the time I played a beautiful princess, and about the handsome prince she fell in love with.
Oh, please. I would love to hear all about it.
And that was about 20 minutes of the main cast with support conversations. So to that, I say, we'll see you guys on the next episode of Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses, where we hopefully stop eating nuts, and I could carry on with the explanation of Garrick Mach between chapters 16. I'll see you guys then.